Welcome to Linkronicity, where your journey and destiny link. I'm Stacey, Kumagai, linkologist, and I'm here to help you link your life through conscious communications from the inside out. How are you, lovely souls? How has your new year started off so far? Are you feeling the energy shift? Are you feeling it? I'm doing this video for both my water and my earth signs because this month we're going to go through it. So anyway, I'm here to talk about how we're going to be linking our communications to how we're really digesting life. And that's coming up in the full moon. January 6, 2023, the full moon is in Cancer. And on January 21st, we're going to be having a new moon in Capricorn, which is really all about stability. So between the emotions and the stability, January is going to be kind of a roller coastery month in terms of how we navigate our communications and the shift of communications. So let's do first things first. January 6, 2023 is the full moon. It's the wolf moon in Cancer. And what that's going to be challenging us with is our communications and how we're digesting our revelations of our new life, our new normal, our new way of being, our new epiphanies, our aha moments, the things that are coming into the light, actually, ironically, through the moon. So as we look at our shadow side, as we look at our emotional side, Cancerian sign is the sign of emotions and water. It's connected to our planet because our planet is made up of water. Besides land, it's made up of water. Ironically, on the 21st, as we have the new moon in Capricorn, that's related to Earth. So we got Earth and water. That's our planet, which means for the collective consciousness, it's going to be affecting us completely on a global level. So what is this about? How can we use this to navigate our life and our business with these so-called energies? Well, let's start with the full moon. Full moon in Cancer is really about getting in touch with your emotional side, getting in touch with how you're feeling. It's really less about intellectual processing. It's more about emotional processing. So as you're approaching your new year in your life, your goals, your mission, your purpose, as you're looking at your business, how you're navigating your career and what that means for you in your 7 year of balance, it's really about how you feel. And if we get in touch with how we feel and process these emotions through our conscious communications, higher level of consciousness, awareness, ascension, evolution, what we're doing now is we're taking our communications to the next level by understanding our authentic truth and emotion and then articulating that. Now, this week is going to be kind of interesting as you navigate the first week of the new year because everyone's coming off the holidays. Everyone's coming out of the fourth quarter of 2022 transitional period, reorganizing, reassessing, all that. And that's a time of trying to get stability. Cancerian energy is not about stability, but it is about trying to be calm through the water and not drowning in it. That's really what it's all about. It's sink or swim energy. So sink or swim energy is really about understanding what it means to let go and float. We don't have to be fighting a current. And if you're going to be fighting yourself, it's going to affect your communication, which means if you're censoring yourself to the point of not being your authentic self, you're going to be struggling with your communication. If you are a business going against the grain of what you know in your heart and your soul, and you're trying to make an intellectual decision about communications going forward and what you're doing professionally, it's going to be challenging for you. The best thing that we can do during a full moon in Cancer is to really be at peace with what it is we're feeling as we're processing it and not trying to control it. If we try to control it, it'll be harder to navigate what it is we're trying to articulate. And that's where Sometimes communications can get muddied. Sometimes something gets lost in translation. And sometimes during this time, as we're navigating both our personal and our business lives, we're not, how should I say this? We're not leaving things at the door. We're kind of letting it bleed into it. Because this is the time of truth. This is the time of finding the real balance. And if we're not staying in balance, the emotional side can get out of whack and out of balance during this full moon in Cancer. So what can we do to make sure that we're going to stay in check? Well, first thing is to check yourself. If you're feeling out of sorts, it's okay to pull back. It's okay to not immediately jump on your first instinctive impulse. Pull back a little bit. Be aware of what you're interjecting. Be aware of what it is that you may be saying that really should be left for contemplation. If you struggle with this energy during this time, it's best recommended that you actually do pay attention to what it is you're eating and drinking, because our digestive tract is connected to the Cancerian energy, which is how we digest life, how we digest words, thoughts, and emotion, and how we give and receive energy. And when we're doing that throughout our life and business and communications, sometimes things are hard to digest. In other words, if you're having a hard time understanding something, processing something, it all really has to do with this full moon cycle of energy. So that's January 6, 2023. Let's move on to January 21st. That's the new moon in Capricorn. We are going to be scrambling for stability at that point in terms of having some sort of set reliability where we can feel comfortable, because it's going to get uncomfortable. And what happens when things get uncomfortable during these moon phases and cycles is we have to really understand the energy that we put out in our communication, and also what we receive and perceive. What we receive and perceive may not be reality. Yeah. Why is this so? Because Cancerian is about the waves. It's about the ocean, right? It's about that movement. Water moves. Now, granted, the earth moves too. And goodness knows we've had enough earthquakes in this world to make that very apparent. But when we're looking at the new moon in Capricorn, we're really looking for stability. We're really looking to balance our root chakra. We're really looking at stabilizing our communications with something very concrete, something that is more absolute, something that is more intellectually based as opposed to reactionary emotional based, like in January 6th. So 7-year 2023, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3, 7, balance, which was the intention of balance, is really already starting off on that note with these 2 moon cycles. You know, water and earth, ebb and flow, stability, and finding the balance between the two. And our timeline that's been going to be happening from January 6th through the 21st is going to be about staying aware, staying conscious, having the higher consciousness, awareness, not just for yourself, but also within everybody else and how they're navigating these energies. So for those of you who are trying to get your footing as you start off the new year, and you want to go firing off in a lot of directions because you're excited and you're feeling ambitious and you're all of these things, you are going to be checked in where you are emotionally and then where you are intellectually. And that's where the balance is going to lie in this month. So what can you do during the January 21st new moon, where you are actually setting intentions? And what are you going to be doing with the Cancerian full moon, January 6th, where you are releasing what's not serving you? What are you going to do between the two periods of this couple weeks that is the spanning time between these things? It's really trying to go with the flow. That is what the energy is going to be feeling like as we navigate our communications. So if you're thinking about your personal life and how you want to navigate that in terms of balancing conversation, not having a conversation be too heavily based in one area, creating a balance within it, right? Ebb and flow, give, receive, dark and light, really keeping that in check. That's going to be key to making January 2023 work for you. And I say work for you because everything is actually happening for you. It's not really happening to you. You give permission for everything happening to you if you don't choose to choose balance. Enough said. So I want you to understand what we're going to be going through this month, not only to brace yourself, but also to be very aware. This is our time to step into the reality of what is and understanding that we can have patience during this time between the ebb and the flow and the stability. Make friends with it. Water and earth are actually unified together on this planet. Our whole planet of Earth is made up of land and water. So for having the land and water work together harmoniously, peacefully, as one, this is the time to get your mind and your heart as one in how you are relating to your communications, business-wise, professionally, and personally, to find that ultimate balance. So I want to give you something to work with, lovely souls. Ask yourself, as we have the full moon, what am I releasing as I begin my new year 2023 trajectory in finding balance with my acquired knowledge, with my newfound wisdom, and the lessons I've learned from last year? Where am I going to be releasing what's not serving when we go through the full moon? When we get to January 21st, get yourself ready to set your intention with what it is that you're going to want to manifest to improve upon where you are now. So on a new moon, we manifest energies which course correct. So here's your journal prompt question. What am I course correcting January 21st? What am I course correcting in my communications? What can I improve upon? Take that energy to move you forward with your goals. Then see how this aligns with your plan that you've set forth, the things you're thinking about, the strategies you want to implement, the things you have intention on achieving this year. This is what's going to help you navigate this time so that it's a smooth transition, so that it's going to serve you in the best, highest, greatest good light of being able to walk in this space that is actually putting you in a place of a higher level of peace and harmony with yourself and harmony with your environment and in relating with your community and with others. This is part of what this is for in January 2023. So take some time today. Think about what you're going to be releasing. Think about what you're going to be manifesting. This is the month to do it, lovely souls, and I hope as 2023 gets off to the start, you navigate these moon cycles of the new moon in Capricorn and the full moon release in Cancer, and you blend them together with the new knowledge that you have acquired, as you start to purge and release and dream and manifest, as you start to weave these energies together. Weaving them together into what your new plan is for the new year is going to help you create something more beautiful this year. Something that's coming from an authentic, organic, holistic place of being able to improve how you are relating, how you are talking to yourself, how you are talking with others, how you are getting your message across to the places that you want to really make a difference. That's what this year is for. And this is why we are trying to establish balance between the water and the earth, and the dark and the light, and the ebb and the flow, in dealing with the release and the manifestation. So take some time today, lovely souls. Think about the 2 moon cycles, releasing and purging and manifesting with intention. And I hope that you take that so you can start to plan your new year with improved communications in striking that key balance through these moon cycle energies. I'm Stacey Kumagai, your Linkologist, here to help you link your life through conscious communications from the inside out. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Linkronicity, blogspot.com, and go to Linkronicity.com if you want a private coaching session for me to help you do a chart on your own cycle of this year of what you're going to be navigating through emotionally and intellectually, through your energy and your higher consciousness awareness. I am available for both business and personal consulting sessions, and we can have a 30-minute consultation so we can customize it just for you, and we can move your moon cycles from here on out for the rest of the year forward with how you're going to be able to articulate, communicate, and relate better. Sending you love, light, and blessings, lovely souls. Be gentle with yourself, be gentle with each other, and have a wonderful, peaceful moon cycle season in January 2023. Namaste.